Hey, what is up? Welcome to Eco. In the last two episodes, I've dealt with the tailoring skill, and we made almost everything except for rugs. In this episode, I am close before the next star, which I want to use for the shipwright skill. So let's make some wood until that skill is ready for us. And then start making some hull planks. We will need the hull planks for both water wheels that I want to actually use for the mechanical power, but we'll also need to those hull planks for the basic upgrade 2, and then upgrade those to upgrade 3 and 4s. But let's make some wood until we get there. There is our star, and none too early, because I am running out of room for all the wood. But let's take the skill. That should be here. And let's get started to make some hull planks. For the hull planks, I think I need a small shipyard. Yes, and that is made at the carpentry table. So let's move that to the front of the queue. And get the rest of the wood that we just made in the meantime. Alright, there goes our shipyard. Let me see if there's some room where I can put this stuff. This goes here, and these I guess I can bring over to here. So how big is this thing? It's rather large, isn't it? So it's too wide. Or is it? It's too high by 5 by 4. If I see it correctly. Something like that. So we won't fit it in here. So I'll have to make some room over here. Does it fit over there? It looks a bit awkward with the tree in the middle, but it fits here. I guess I will make some room over here. Get rid of this one peak. Bring this stuff over as well. And I still have some softwood hewn logs in here that I can use for that. Can I fit you over there? Yes, but no. Well, we have more of those. That's better. So you should get access to here. I will still use a carpentry chest. I probably should add a second chest for all the windmills and stuff. But for now, that should do. You will not get access to the wheelbarrow with the softwood logs, but I think that should be okay like this. So we can make all kinds of things here. Canoes, outpost nettings, ship frames, but the hull planes are right now the only thing I'm interested in. Let's get a basic upgrade to put in here. And then let's make 10 of those for now. The first 4 of them should go into an upgraded module that we will put into the shipyard itself or into the carpentry table. So we want more of these, and let's immediately make a few of those. Storage. There's my raw veggies. Let's go for 70 for now. And get in some of those, and these. I'll have to get more cameras in a minute. Well, since the hull planks still take a bit of time, I could go get those cameras right now. On the other hand, we only need a few planks for the first upgrade. So let's go for 2 basic upgrades. 2 basic upgrades, 3. And then 2 basic upgrade 4. And let's actually turn these around. The basic upgrade 4 will need engineering research papers. 1 of them. So let's queue 2 of those as well. If you can't make the 4s, try the 3s, try the 2s. But before the 3s, make the engineering papers. You will need to make water wheels. I think 2 of them. Right now. Let's see. So bring those over to here. I should have used those planks for the upgrades and not for the water wheels. Well, let's make 10 more. And let us just cancel this for now. It's a waste of calories, but that's okay. So we put 8 of these in there. That's for the 2 upgrades, and the rest can be used for the water wheels. So you have 3 out of 7. Then you will need 1 more for the last one. How are you doing? You're waiting for these, so you should be working on these, right? No. You're working on those already. Great. This should be almost done. So half a minute to the last plank to be completed. And then we will get the first water wheel. Let's go ahead and make a bit more lubricant. Um, 7 crafts. And you make render fat. Also 7 crafts. And we are at shipwright level 3. I guess I used that one since the tables always are alone when outside. So we should be good. There's the first water wheel. Let's get it in here. Immediately used. Oh, we need 2 water wheels for 1 craft. That's a lot. And let's wait for the second one, which should be ready in 12 seconds. Maybe a few more. He's used yet another hull plank? Okay. You know what? Let's queue 10 of these. Where is my cart? Over here. Grab all this. And leave the hairs in here. And let's get this over. Here is the second water wheel. Put that in here. And then we should get the first of these two. I think in total I will make about 20 more basic upgrade 4 when these are done. So let me just queue those. 20 more basic upgrade 2. How are we doing? This should be done. There it is. So I guess the first one should go into this one. Exchange this. And then we can craft 2 more water wheels. %48 reduced. So make this. So just for curiosity, if I query 1000, then it's 418. So 100 are 4 or each is 4.18. So I could go for 50. That's 209. How many do I need? I need 1 paper. And each paper is 1.9 weight water wheels. So I need 36 water wheels for all the papers. And that means I should go for, well, almost 50 water wheels. I want to use 4 or 5 of them for the for mechanical power. And then I have a few in reserve. So yes, let's start 50 water wheels. That's a lot. Just give it a bit of work. This one is missing hull planks. So let me stop this and take the module and shift it over. You get a better module and you craft hull planks. How about here? When we make 100, I mean we will need 100 almost. No, we will need more than 100. But let's go for 10 at a time. And let's get something to eat. While this is crafting, I will quickly run over and get a handful of camas bulbs to make my salads. And now it's time to get the hull planks to make the wheels. Well, apparently they have already been consumed, so you're not crafting anything anymore. So get this module, put it in here again, and turn you on again. And this is the other water wheel. So this is basic engineering. So let's see whether we can make a basic engineering upgrade. We can. So this will decrease resource cost for basic engineering stuff by 50%, so water wheels and windmills, and anything else by 45%, which is hewn logs and stuff like that. So I'll go for one basic engineering upgrade in that table as soon as this one is ready crafting. "36 seconds to go." Well, while you are at it, basic upgrade 3. Queue 20 of those. Move them before the 2s, so we get them as soon as possible. And 20 of you. And move those in front as well. Get this one. make one basic engineering upgrade. Start the project. This will take 2 minutes and a bit to make, and once that is done, I can put it in there. Take the upgrade in here, put it into the shipyard, and make the hull planks. And in the meantime, I will also need to make windmills. 50 as well. And apparently I will need much more lubricant, iron logs, and fabric I should have, but lubricant I will make over at the butchery table. But for that I will also wait for the first 2 upgrades to put one in the butchery table and one into the campfire over there. So you will require more hull planks and 1 gathering research paper. Put this in front and give you 20 plant fibers and 30 raw food. We can do that. I think that somewhere down there we should have the fibers. Maybe the fiber sketching station. There it is. 20, right? Yes. Are you done? Yes, you are. So let's go ahead and exchange this module. Put this one over here. And now we can craft. Let's go for batches of 20, I would say. I will let these all craft, transport the windmills and water wheels over gradually. Start this, work a bit here, work a bit there, and replace one by one the other modules. And in the meantime, I will make some wood. But I will do that off camera. So I see you in a couple minutes. Alright, I decided I want to have 2 separate carpentry tables for basic engineering and carpentry. Due to the level 6 benefit that I have with the leverage workspace. No, not the level 6 one, the level 3 one, the focus workflow. Doubles the speed of related tables when they are alone. For that reason, I want to have them in separate rooms. And you can do that with these pillars, which are basically counting as walls. So we have only a 2 height space between these two. Two height space over here, two height space over here. So these count as doors. You see it in the lower right. I'm now in a room with a volume of 162. If I go over here, I'm in a room with a volume of 54. So those two carpentry tables count as being in different rooms. So this one is my BE carpentry table, which has the basic engineering module and still has the crafts for the windmills and water wheels. And this one is the actual carpentry table, where I will put the carpentry, or rather probably a logging basic upgrade. So I could use one of those. Because I won't do that much carpentry, so it's not a big deal if I've only have a basic upgrade for the carpentry in there, because these specialized basic upgrades count as specialized upgrade for the respective skill they're made for, but as basic upgrade for everything else. So let me see why this is not crafting. You are missing the upgrade 3, upgrade 2, and you are missing nothing. You're just missing time. Okay. There's our carpentry upgrade. Or rather the upgrade 4 for this carpentry table. So let's make this logging basic upgrade so we can in 5 minutes start again with hewn logs. Okay, that's the logging upgrade. Let's put it to good use and make hewn logs. Standard hewn logs, 50% reduction. So it's 1 dowel and 1 wood each. It's Q500. That needs 300 more dowels. Gotta eat a bit. 300 dowels are 20 crafts. You can go in there. You can go over here. You can get over here. And I guess I'll have to queue a few more of these. I still am making a couple more, so we're good. What are you missing? Basic upgrades. I guess we can deal with those. Let's see, do you already have an upgrade? No, you don't, so I should turn you off. You won't be working at all for some time, so I turn you off as well. You should be turned off, and... well, if I disable you, I disable the bonus, right? Yes, so I have to enable you again. No problem. I will just have to remember not to use those. So let's get the 3 runs from the fishery. And related buildings. Those I can turn off. Just to be sure that I don't use them. And you get 4 modules. Let's get half of these. And give you some work. $1,000 labor. How much do they each cost? 180. So 1,000 are 9-ish. No, 11, more or less. I mean, should be able to give them all the work they need, right? Okay, here's our next basic upgrade for. Let us put that into the campfire. Or rather, into this butchery table. And make a butchery upgrade. With the butchery upgrade, I can make scrap meat. And also butcher hairs and stuff like that. And then I can make a campfire upgrade to use the scrap meat to render fat, and then use a butcher upgrade as well again to take the tallow from the render fat and use it to make more lubricant. But that will take a while. So here's another cut for you. Okay, butcher upgrade number 1 is done. Let's chuck it in here and use it to make scrap meat. If I make 1000, that's 475, so let's divide that by 5. 200 makes 95, so we can still divide it by 5. So a multiple of 40. 80. Let's go for 200. I mean, those last 3 meat, they will get there eventually. All right. The next upgrade 3 should be ready to make. I'll have to shuffle the papers and stuff in here around a bit. So move them back again. And give you another upgrade 1. I guess I just take the papers, move them in front, and let them be made. And I can just control this by providing the windmills and water wheels. So yeah, this should be the order in which they are made. So if no papers can be made, it tries basic upgrade 3. If those can't be made, it tries basic upgrade 2. So we gradually get our upgrades. Okay, I have the next upgrade 4. So this goes now into the campfire. And with the campfire upgrade ready, we can swap it for the basic upgrade 1 and get to render more fat. So we are getting about 500 If I say I want 1000, then I can divide by 10 definitely, and I can divide by 5, so multiple of 20, multiple of 4 even. That's okay. So I guess 100? No. Yes, 100 should be good. Let's make 100 tallow. How are you doing? You still take 2 more minutes. And then I will take the butchery upgrade and move it over to the other butchery table that we use for actual butchering of carcasses. Let's move a few more hull planks over. And you are in the process of doing what? You're in the process of making more basic upgrades. 2, 3, 4. Great. How many engineering papers do you still have? 3. So that's enough for 3 more basic upgrades, and when we have those, I think we have all that we need to, well, make efficient module force. So I think at this point I will stop the recording for a while and exchange all the basic upgrades, and I see you afterwards when all that is done. Alright, here we are again. I made a second butchery upgrade to slaughter some hares, slaughter some bisons, and I made 2 tailoring upgrades. The first one is in here, and over here I made wool yarn from the shorn wool that I had. I see I have more, so I can make more yarn. So let's go for 40. So in this case, since the original recipe is 4, I can even go for multiple of 10 instead of multiple of 4. So let's go 50. We will get the other wool later for those. Put this in front. And with the other upgrade in here, I can now make large rugs, and they only take 19 wool yarn instead of 40 or something what the original cost was. So with those, I can now actually make some large rugs, and I would say I will go for 6 for starters, and then see what that does to the decoration in the different rooms. I think we are capped in decoration actually, so it might be that these rugs don't do anything. So bathrooms are capped. Yeah, they are all capped. Still, I will make 6 rugs, put them down, and that is basically what I wanted to do when I started out with tailoring, and that is why I put shipyard before milling. And yeah, see you in 7 minutes when the rugs are done, and we will put them down in the different rooms. Alright, here are our 6 rugs. Let's put them into different rooms. How about 1 rug over here? Did that change anything? I don't think so. It has not been updated yet. Oh, here it is. So 7.75 decoration support is kept at 2.6. So yeah, that will take a while. But that means we can pick up the hair pelts and get rid of those. -1 hair pelt, +1 rug. And the same with the bedrooms and living rooms up here. And that was that. I think that will be it for this episode. I will continue to produce basic upgrade 4 and the specialized basic upgrades off camera. But you've seen the gist, you've seen how it works. We have some time to go, so in total this takes over 1 hour to make these 11. And it takes some more time, I think, to make the remaining... No, only 7 minutes remaining for the water wheels. So we will see about the windmills. So there are dozens of those. But what I did not calculate into here is we are missing engineering research papers. So there's 1 paper in there and the next one doesn't have one, so we have to queue 10 more engineering research papers. Let's queue those. And put them over here. We will need more engineering papers, for example, for the next skill books. So let's see, what do we have? Glassworking needs engineering papers. Mechanics needs engineering papers, so that are 15 already. +5 for the painting are 20. +5 for pottery at 25. Smelting actually does not need engineering papers, but the blacksmith also doesn't need engineering papers. Okay. But 25 papers for the stuff that I see in here. So I will need those additional windmills that I made. I guess I miscalculated at some point because I have 5 still left in here. Or how many do I have? I have 2 left over. And I have more over here. A couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 14 windmills too many. Probably a similar amount of water wheels too many. But yeah, we will use those. That's not a big problem. But as I said, I will do that offline. Off camera. And exchange all the basic upgrades 1 that we have so far. Maybe I will need to actually make more than the 12 remaining that are still in there, or 11. So this is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.